allow my child to be shaped by this man. And he knows it, and you guys are absolutely correct that in his mind, he's doing exactly what these parents have paid him to do. He's creating a gymnast. He's not worrying about anything outside that little corrugated metal box of a gym that he has in Houston.
What about what Kathy said here earlier? I thought that was really pretty profound of her, because the fact that you are doing the best your body will do. Your body, your will, your spirit, you're putting everything you've got into it, and everything that you got gets you a bronze medal. Why on earth should you ever have to feel badly about that?
Absolutely, and that's the best point. And if that's the only thing people take away from this show, that if you're a parent of a child in any sport, do it for the process. Don't do it for the end result.
Don't do it for the medal.
Exactly. Don't do it for anything. Do it because you love being in the gym every day, and you're learning discipline, and you're learning goal setting, and you're feeling good about your body, and you're feeling good about yourself for meeting these goals. And don't even think about any medal, much less the Olympics, at the end of the road, because it's probably not going to be there.
Joan wrote about Kathy, Betty, and Christy in her book, but we hear them saying that it wasn't so bad. What's the real story here when we come back? Well, there are hundreds of thousands of children enrolled in gymnastics and skating, and Amy Jackson was just 6 years old when her father became convinced that she would someday compete in the Olympics. So he moved her and her mother around the country to find the right coaches to make the Olympic dream come true. Do you think, was it in the beginning more of his dream than yours?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's always been his dream more than mine.
And what happened? You gave up on the dream?
Yeah, basically, when I was a small child, gymnastics was something fun for me, but I also was interested in other things.
So you quit at 12 and walked out of the gym. And what happened to your dad?
He divorced my mom and moved away.
As a result of you quitting gymnastics, do you think?
I can't say that for a fact. It just happened to, you know, go on at the same time.
So I heard you started cutting yourself?
Right.
Just to try to get out the pain, the anger? I have never understood the cutting. I've never understood. Could you help me in this moment to understand what that is when you take, a knife or something? Would it be a knife? A razor blade, and start cutting yourself. I've done shows about it. I have never understood it. It is to...
It just... I had so much inside me, and, you know, I didn't know how to get it out. I didn't know, you know, and I wasn't in a right frame of mind either at all, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a way of getting my feelings out, I guess, because I always had to suppress them for so long.
And so you would feel better after causing yourself the pain?
I wouldn't say better. I would say I felt
relieved.
Relieved.
So what do you think one of the mistakes that you made as a parent? You didn't see it coming? You didn't realize that she was losing herself? Oh, you saw it coming, yeah.
It was like, it was my goal. It was like, this is my child. I produced her, and, you know, by God, she's going to the Olympics. She's going to win a gold medal. And that was my mistake as a parent.
I'm sure a lot of parents fall into this category. Is that not true, Joan?
Definitely. You know, these parents, you know, wake up and they don't set out to damage their children, but they just lose their way. You get sucked into this, and nobody tells them anything. Nobody gives you any information. You know, look out for this. Watch the coach. They turn their kids over to coaches, especially a coach like Bella Caroli, who, if you meet him, he is the most charming man in the world. They turn their children over to this coach and say, turn her into a gymnast, and believe in him so much that if he thinks that he needs to do this, make a champion.
Even though a parent wouldn't let anyone else talk to their children in the abusive way that you say he speaks to the girls.
Exactly.
Because in the name of the Olympic gold medal, or in the name of...
He's got a great reputation. Well, if this is what he did with Mary Lou Retton, if this is what he did with Christy and Betty, well, then it's fine for my kid.
And if it takes calling my kid an imbecile and a fat cow, then let him do it.
And if he makes her train with a fractured wrist, if he makes her train with fractured vertebrae, well...
Well, y'all know we invited Bella Caroli to be here, but we got no response. He would have charmed us.
Oh, he charmed
And girls,
me.
does it make... Betty, every time we mention his name, I see that you get a little... You seem to flinch there because it makes you uncomfortable. Are you still working with him?
Well, like when I go on tour, especially.
So it makes you uncomfortable. You wish we would stop talking about him, is that it?
Well, I can understand where people get all the negative vibes from Bella, but I chose to go to him. My parents did not choose for me to go to him, and I chose to stay with him.
And how old were you in making these choices?
I was 14. And I wanted to go there, and I think if I would have found it so terribly abusive that I had to leave,